Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Tracy and this is the Pink Couch Collection. And today I am reviewing the Addy Walker doll. So this is a doll that I've wanted to get for a long time, but I didn't. I have had the books. I have read some of the books with my daughter, and I have a lot of mixed feelings about Addy and the book series. I think overall it's a necessary series. It is, as much as you can do this for a child, a depiction that even though it is difficult, it's a difficult read, but it's a very well written book series. So yes, Connie Rose Porter, she did an excellent job depicting through her words all the different issues that Addy and her family faced at the time, being in slavery and wanting to be free, and the journey from slavery to freedom, and I can appreciate it. I haven't read all the books, but I did start reading it, and it's a very good read, but for me a very difficult read. So let's get into the doll herself, Addy. So, oh my god, her box was dirty right there. So she comes in the usual box that American Girl uses for their historical dolls. So she has her box with a picture of the doll and a picture of the illustration from the book the girl used in the illustration. And let us open her up. So I recently purchased this using my Berry Rewards. So I had the Berry Rewards, plus I had a coupon from the donut doll that I had purchased, and that was $20 to, I believe the coupon was, the Berry Rewards was another $50. And so I didn't pay the $160 I would have for this particular doll. And look at her. Addy is beautiful. Addy, wow, she is gorgeous. She's gorgeous. And of course she comes with book 1, which I already have. I already have the first 7 books in the series. Is it 7? However many it is. That first book series. Of course, it's Meet Addy, and it's paperback. And yeah, the first time I tried to read this with my daughter, it was very for lack of a better term, jarring. I had to compose myself before I could continue reading this book. So yeah, this is a very good read. I think you should definitely read it if you have not yet read the book, but just be prepared for some emotional areas throughout this first book. So anyhow, she came, of course, in her pink dress. Feels nice. Her bonnet, and she has, what is this called? I'm gonna have to look it up to make sure I pronounce everything properly. So I'm gonna come back after I've taken everything out of the box. So now I'm back with Miss Addy, and it's not it's hard to say just how beautiful this doll with is until you actually have one in your hand, and you could see just how adorable Miss Addy is. Um, her eyes, and I don't know what kind of eyes these are. I'm not that. I'm new to collecting American Girl dolls, so I'm not that familiar with the different types of eyes, and I know this is one of the newer reproductions that Mattel did, and how it differs from the original Pleasant Company doll. But in terms of the two choices that Mattel now makes of the Addy doll, the blue dress version and this pink dress version, I thought the pink dress version was a prettier doll, and I resonate heavy with the imagery of this dress. The pink dress was, I think, how she was originally portrayed by Pleasant Company. I think this was her meet outfit. I could be wrong about that. And this in the book represents the dress that was given to her by Miss Caroline, and it just signifies her journey from slavery to freedom, and how where you start is definitely not where you end up, and you don't know, you can't get there by yourself. It's with the help of others where you can really thrive and survive and become who you're supposed to be. So anyway, she is a gorgeous, gorgeous doll, and I do love this pink dress. Now I don't know how it differs from the original dress, but it appears to be well made. It is not lined, um, and she's wearing some shorts and bloomers underneath there. She also has some long black socks and these shoes with laces. So this is all typical stuff you'd expect from Addy. Of course. I know you've probably seen a million Addy reviews on here, but I flip flop between doing one for her or not doing one, and I'm like, you know what? Why not? I just got her. I never had her before. I've read the books before, long before I got the doll. It was into the books. And that's the same with all the historical girls. I do not. This is my first historical girl. From American Girl, I've only bought the Truly Me dolls or Makina, because she actually had a story. All the other ones, just the Truly Me doll. None of the Girl of the Years, none of the historical dolls until now. So, Miss Addy, historical girl. And she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. So I don't know how this doll differs from the look from the original. I do like her cheeks, how they're like a little like she has little fat cheeks. And I don't know. I don't know how to say how she looks. I have black people, of course, look. There are various ways that black people look. Um, I'm gonna go as far as to say that there are a few different face types that cover all the races, all the races. And I think this one definitely can be covered by multiple different races, of course, black people, of course, but I could see her looking Native American even. So it's very interesting. She has her hair in a ponytail, like one plait and one plait or braid going all the way down, and it's pretty long. Did not undo the hair because there's an elastic. Oh, it's not elastic. It's, is it? I think it's thread. So maybe I'll cut the thread because I do want to see how long her hair is. So I'll do that. I'll cut. I don't want to cut her hair. I'll just cut the thread. I just want to see. Okay. Interesting. Because of the way the ribbon is done, you can kind of see that maybe how it's done in a way that I kind of have to undo this to really show her hair all the way down, and I would have to undo it, undo the ribbon, and retie it. I think that's probably the least problemsome. So her hair is actually pretty long on the doll. It's pretty long. Yeah, she's definitely having some length there, going all the way down her back in one long plait. And I like it. I like it. I'm gonna put the ribbon back at some point. I'm not that good at tying, so it may not be in this particular video, but I'll do so at some point. She also came with this handkerchief. I tied it in a way that I've seen, I think, seen the best I could. The way I've seen on the website. So this is the kerchief that she would use to carry her water gorge, and I know this is like a plastic version of the item, just like how we right now carry around our water bottles. Back then people would carry around water gorges, and they would use these, of course, to carry around drinking water. You're walking long distances, you're traveling, you need to have your water with you. So she'll have that, and she'll have the half dime. You can see that. It is not focusing, but anyway, for half dime, because it's so, because of the nature of it, it just didn't show. So she'll have that, her money with her, tucked in there, and of course her bonnet. And I do love the bonnet. I think it's super cute and adorable on her. If she came with the bonnet on and her hair covered in a hairnet, I took the hairnet off. I'm gonna try to put it on without messing up her hair. Lord. And I'm just gonna untie it. I can just try to retie the bow. I'm not that good at tying bows, but what the heck, let's just, yeah, get it on her. So yeah, I'll get it on her, and I'm not going to struggle on here with the tying of the bows and the ribbons. I'll be right tie back. Her bonnet. around her head, and it's super, super cute. Super cute, with her hair all the way back in a ponytail with that blue ribbon at the end. She also has this necklace that was passed down. Her grandmother got it from Africa. So having anything passed down at all would have been miraculous for most people at the time. So for them to have something like this written in, where she has like a piece of Africa that she can see and touch and hold on to, is something that a lot of people don't have. And this, writing that in, I think, shows the connectivity. It actually connects her story with Africa, even though you could see the obvious connection with the slavery and the transatlantic slave trade as being a part of the narrative, without going into that detail. But this doll is gorgeous, very, very well made. I'm very pleased to have Addy in my collection. I don't think she can actually hold her stuff, her kerchief with her stuff, but we'll give it a try for her to really hold on to her stuff without them falling. It's a kerchief, so I might be able to swing that a bit. But I do love the dress. It does, of course, Velcro in the back. It's hemmed. It seems to be well made. Fits her well. She just looks very pretty and innocent in this outfit. Addy in the story, in her very young life, went through a lot of trauma, seeing her brother and her father sold off, having to endure slavery herself, and seeing the utter despair and hopelessness that her family had at that time. And even through that all, they had hope that there was something better for them. And this dress itself, with its bright, as it was described, cinnamon colored dress, is a symbol of hope, and the best hope for the future. That this doll represents that over 100 years later, I can sit here and I can have her in my hand. Even though her story was so long ago, so much has happened since then, and life is very different for a lot of Black people because of the struggles that people at the time went through, Black people in particular. So I'm grateful to be able to have her in the first place and add her to my collection. I would love to have an original Addy, Pleasant Company Addy, I mean, but that may or may not be in the works. I will not pay ridiculous amounts of money for it, and I could very well be satisfied with her, because she means so much more to me than just a doll. So anyhow, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review of Addy, and let me know, do you have her in your collection? What do you think about her story? What other historical girls do you have? And let's continue the conversation in the comment section. Well, thanks again for watching, and see you in the next one.